So in 2018, I won Arnold Classic in Columbus, Ohio, Europe's Strongest Man, Iceland's Strongest Man, the World's Strongest Man, and the World's Ultimate Strongman. Last year was good, yeah, for sure.
Here we go. Time to feel it! Yes! Nice!
Adding my 4th Arnold title is, I would have to say, the most important thing to me.
Right now it's feeling good, body's feeling strong and healthy, and that's half of the battle in a lot of ways. So if I can walk in there feeling like this, hit my peak right, it's gonna be really good.
You always got something that's bugging you, you know, hamstrings, back, lats are beat up from Saturday. It's just typical Monday.
This is why we do this day in and day out and train the way we do and make the sacrifices we do is to make those giant lifts on stage.
Deadlift is big this year. Rogue has thrown out a challenge for anybody that can lift over 500 kilos, which is 1,103 pounds roughly.
Rogue has offered $50,000 on it, which is huge.
So I think a lot of guys will focus on the deadlift in the next couple of months.
We'll do about 4 different variations of deadlift between the racks, regular floor. To me, too, the elephant bar is a different animal. It reacts to different weights. You know, so that'll be the thing is, what's it gonna do at 1,100 pounds? You know, I know at 1,000 pounds it changes, you know, from what it is at 900 pounds.
That's awesome. We still got the blood on it from last year. I think it's a good bar to train for the elephant bar deadlift. Obviously, I would love to have one of the elephant bars to duplicate it even closer, but I think it's a good way to train.
It's a huge mark to raise the established record by 60 pounds, but there's a few of us that are crazy enough to go after it.
There's a big prize on it if you can get it, but it's a big risk as well. You know, you could risk putting yourself out of the rest of the show and maybe out for the rest of the year.
There are at least 4 guys going to the Arnold that can pull more than 1,000 pounds. Myself, Hofthor, Jerry Pritchett, and JF Carone. And I think out of those 4, one of us is gonna have the best opportunity to actually lift that weight.
Jerry Pritchett, I believe, if he comes in a good shape and stays injury-free.
Come on, Jerry Pritchett! Let's break this world record!
You know, he set the record at 1,031. He lifted that weight really well.
Yes, sir!
He could have more than that in the tank and potentially give a really good run at the 1,100.
And then, of course, Brian Shaw.
The way that I'm training, the way that I'm preparing, mentally getting ready, is to give that my best attempt.
I think those 2 will be my biggest threat.
You know, and the world record breaker 501 kilo deadlift challenge, I think Hofthor, I think he's gonna do well. Obviously, he's coming off a big pull last year where he felt really good, and you know, it was a great lift at 1,041, set the new record with that weight.
Most of us going into this year will be looking at beating Hofthor's record at the 1041, at going 1045, 1050, 1060, but now we're looking 60 pounds past that, which is huge. You wouldn't hear somebody go to a racetrack say, yeah, you're gonna knock, 5 seconds off the track record tonight, They laugh at you. They tell us, oh, you're going to try to put 60 pounds on the current record, but there's 50 grand on it. Okay, we'll try it.
It's a well-paid event. Guys are gonna seriously go for it. It's almost as much as the first place win. So, guys will go for it, for sure.
You're able to make history with this one lift. That's maybe even more important than just winning the prize money.
Like each year at the Arnold, I think Terry Todd started that by raising the mark, every year through the years. Whether yoke went from 1,000 pounds and worked its way to over 1,500, or log has worked its way to 450, or whatever it's been, the bar has always been risen. The 2019 Arnold Strongman Classic will definitely be one for the record books.
One of the best qualities you can have as a competitive strongman is to bring your best performance on the day. And so when it matters, you step up and you can do stuff that maybe you couldn't do in training. I want my best lift to come on the day, in the contest, when it matters.
The level of strongman is growing. The guys are getting stronger, but so am I. I honestly believe that I will have a good shot at that record.